In this question, it is given that let G be a circle of radius capital R greater than 0. Let G1, G2 up to Gn be n circles of equal radius R greater than 0. Suppose each of the n circles G1, G2 up to Gn touches the circle G externally, and also for I equal to 1, 2, 3 up to n minus 1, the circle Gi touches the circle Gi plus 1 externally, and Gn touches the circle G1 externally, then which of the following statement is oblique or true? That is, according to the question, this is a circle capital G, radius of this is capital R, and G1, G2, G3 are circles touching each other and also touching the circle capital G. And lastly, the Gn circle touches the G1 also. And you have to find the correct choice. And let me draw the figure once again, that this is a circle whose name is G, and G1, G2, G3 are all circles touching this circle externally. Suppose this is one of the circle. This much is capital R and this much is small r. Similarly, this is capital R and this is small r, and this angle will be 2 pi by n. If I join this point with center, this angle will be 90 because this will be perpendicular bisector, median, altitude, all. And from the question, it is clear that we have to find the relation between small r and capital R. It is clear that small r upon capital R plus r will be equal to sine pi by n. That is, I can say capital R plus r is equal to r cosecant pi by n. That is, capital R is equal to r cosecant pi by n minus 1. And now let us start checking the choices. If n is 4, the value of capital R will be r cosec pi by 4 minus 1. And now choice A will become correct if root 2 minus 1 into small r is less than this value of capital R. That is r cosec pi by 4 minus 1. That is if root 2 minus 1 is less than root 2 minus 1, because cosecant pi by 4 is root 2. But this is wrong. Therefore, choice A becomes wrong. And now for checking the choice B, first let us find the value of capital R. For n equal to 5, the value of capital R is r cosecant pi by 5 minus 1. The choice B will become correct if r is less than r cosec pi by 5 minus 1. That is if 2 is less than cosecant pi by 5. This will be true if this is true. This is true if and we know that it is sine pi by 6. Sine pi by 6 greater than sine pi by 5 is wrong, because pi by 6 is less than pi by 5, hence sine pi by 6 is less than sine pi by 5. Therefore, this is wrong. That is, I can say B choice is also wrong. And to check the choice C, it is clear that for n equal to 8, the value of capital R becomes R cosec pi by 8 minus 1. And this will become true if root 2 minus 1 into small r is less than R cosec pi by 8 minus 1. This will be true if root 2 minus 1 is less than cosec pi by 8 minus 1. That is, if root 2 is less than cosec pi by 8. And this will be true if 1 by root 2 is greater than sine pi by 8. And this is sine pi by 4 greater than sine. And this is clearly true because we know that pi by 4 is greater than pi by 8. Therefore, sine pi by 4 is greater than sine pi by 8. Hence, this is true means this is true, and proceeding in the reverse order, I reach at this conclusion. Therefore, I can say C choice is correct. Similarly, to check the choice D, it is clear that the value of capital R will be R cosec pi by 12 minus 1. And this will become correct if root 2 into root 3 plus 1 into small r is greater than R cosec pi by 12 minus 1. That is, if root 2 into root 3 plus 1 is greater than cosec 15 degree minus 1. And we know that sine 15 degrees root 3 minus 1 by 2 root 2. Therefore, cosec 15 degree will be equal to 2 root 2 upon root 3 minus 1. And now to check this thing means we have to check root 2 into root 3 plus 1 is greater than 2 root 2 upon root 3 minus 1. That is, root 2 into root 3 plus 1 is greater than 2 root 2 minus root 3 plus 1 upon root 3 minus 1. And this will be true if root 2 into 3 minus 1 is greater than 2 root 2 minus root 3 plus 1. And this is true if 2 root 2 is greater than 2 root 2 minus root 3 plus 1. And this is true if 0 is greater than minus 1 by root 3. And this is true. Hence, this is true. Hence, this is true. And proceeding in the reverse order, I can say this is true. Hence, I can say D is correct choice. Therefore, finally, we have got the conclusion that the correct choices are C and D.